So OMG definitely have a cap on how much damage they're going to bring to this game, but I don't know, Quacks, the value of a Galio against basically 2.5 magic damage dealers feels pretty high for HiChao. Pretty smart play here from Photic. He does separate Starry and Moham enough to find the trade back, but that's now Flash off of Jway, Photic, and Wei.
Because Rookie already stole HiChao's ultimate earlier and used it, so I think that's still on cooldown. Not having that hero's entrance as the Silas does make it really difficult for you to join into these fights without taking game. So very smart of Wei not to take the bait and ends up exfiltrating that fight. But now you can see Rio off respawn immediately pinging to make a play on the map.
It's Moham that's going to get caught a bit far forward. Wei looks for the engagement. There's Rio to cover once again. Gets the 3-town strike knock up. Rookie's going to steal away the Unbreakable Will. He definitely wants to scrap this far forward. And Sway's going to come in with a double Pop Blossom to pick up first blood before the hero Israels can come down. Story does find a good piercing arrow through, but look how tanky Rookie is with that stolen Alistar ultimate. He does have to flash the piercing arrow as OMG find a way to trade. Both junglers drop, but IG are the ones to claim first blood. And Photic may be looking for more here as the second Drake hits the rift.
And now Jway on the recall does mean that OMG, at least in the bot lane 1v2, are going to look for a dive, actually.
Oh, there we go. Flash fall from Moham. The cleanse comes out. Photic doing a really good job dipping and dodging away from a lot of this.
God.
And despite the Unbreakable Will, OMG's their dive falls flat. Starry has to flash away for Drake's Pop Blossom. Photic kills off Moham thanks to the minions. Towards the top side, he's looking to trade the Herald to go even on a Drake apiece.
I think that IG just weren't snappy enough to start up the objective, because the moment Moham respawns, that numbers advantage fizzles out. Not to mention, like we said earlier, Rookie doesn't have that flash, and also because he used that hijack hero's entrance, that's also still on cooldown. So it's really hard for the Silas to be able to join up in the fight. Jway also doesn't have Pop Blossom, so they blew their conditions. They aren't able to contest that objective low, and a reset from Sobro means that Ambessa's probably going to get this, so more space will be opened up for OMG. It's not a kill, but they get more of Summoner's Rift to themselves, and I feel like when you've got things like a Galio who can really reinforce that really late Herald charge coming out here for the Vi, doesn't really provide a lot of space. You know that OMG, if they want to fight you, they'll look for that. I think the big thing, though, is obviously Harry forced down to half. Now he's going to have to TP in, and he will. They're going for it, but they're really late here, Slayer.
Oh, Rookie gets a full max range Uskand of Duck. Doesn't really want it. Rio's going to re-engage over the Crescent Guard. Wei is going to secure the Dragon on the backside as Moham is a bit too far forward. HiChao going to TP in, so is Sobero. Get all the members in. Jway's going to look for a 2-man Pop Blossom, but where's the follow-up from IG? The taunt lands, and Jway gets blown up. Rookie trades support for support. Here's the real hero's entrance down from HiChao, trying to hold Sobero in place, but Rookie and Sobero are doing the heavy lifting right now for IG, and they've set their sights forward onto HiChao, cutting him down and forcing Starry and Harry away from the fight. It's bloody, but our first battle is Invictus Gaming edging out early.
Yeah, OMG gonna keep looking for these picks and plays, but IG are actually the ones doing that right now. Harry is walking up to this Wei, but Wei and Jway are right behind Sobero, and he's actually going in. He doesn't know.
Oh boy, Harry, I don't know how he gets out of this one. Public Excuse is going to whiff and seeks an assist into the Pop Blossom as a double knock-up combo. Jway picks up that kill, and IG starting to really get their gold lead running as they find a side lane pick play.
And Rio has to run. He can't even defend this tower, so it's going to be more gold given over to Sobero. Wei is actually looking for maybe some kind of a play. He doesn't have ultimate, so won't be able to get that CC train rolling onto the Xin Zhao just a little.
We see Rookie steal away the Unbreakable Will. That's a big mark to get. Now he's in a huge flank position, but it's OMG. They're going to go after Photic. Rio trying to lead the charge. Flashes to get the fight. 3-pronged knock-up. Rookie gets booted out of the back of the fight as Harry goes flying after Photic. Can he find this kill? It's a fight on two fronts. Photic will not get out as the Whip Becomes Lightning finds that kill. Both AD carries traded out, and now we're really going to start stacking on top of each other like Jenga. It's all melees. Here comes HiChao flying on in. Harry, though, is going to be able to get the coverage. IG have to back out. Now look for the re-engage coming right against HiChao, who gets a 3-man taunt. And OMG are running for the hills here. They'll get everybody else out and give IG control around that Drake pit once again as Rookie continues to look to push the tempo. But OMG might look for a return here. Rio's going to engage first. Harry coming on over. Rookie feels real taking with the Crescent Guard, and he's going to take down Rio. Harry has no way into this fight. Moham isn't going to heck flash over the wall, and IG steal away another kill to build their gold lead.
Able to do anything. He doesn't go in, and it just ends up Rio dead. IG going to be able to get themselves soul point now. Sobero the main target.
Shades of Corruption down. Needlework's not going to hit. Haichao, big piercing arrow from Starry, and the E on the Varus will find it. Sobro caught on the mid lane wave, but at least he distract OMG long enough for Wei and IG to secure Chemtech Soul Point.
IG, it's going to be absolutely massive to get a Chemtech Soul because there is a lot of upfront damage and punishing abilities here from particularly that topside Rookie now.
That was a hilarious interaction. Oh, it might actually lead to a kill here. Moham caught.
You can't
looking for the
them all,
slow
bro.
Son of Duck. There we go. And they have Moham locked down, forcing the Unbreakable Will out. He's trying to run away desperately. Wade does not want to use this Vi ultimate to find this kill and won't need it. It's all Rookie doing the heavy lifting there. Haichao's worried about walking in from near his tier 2 level turret. IG, whenever they want after this mid wave, expect them to rotate back into that river and force OMG into their waiting arms. Moham looks for headbutt pulverize. Rio's going to engage there on the way, but he has the GA. He's got a Corki with a ton of damage behind it. Rio down to about 33% HP. Starry having to flash away from Rookie, who's looking for engage with the Crescent Guard up, trying to hang in the middle of everybody. Gets headbutted towards Starry, knocked up by Harry. Rookie goes into the stage low. The hero's entrance comes through for Haichao. Rookie, can he get himself out? No! Starry finds that kill, and now Harry is set wild and reaping the kills that the team has set up here. Foden will find the trade on to Haichao. Sobro forces the GA out of Rio. Wei comes back up as well, but it's OMG with numbers, but their health bars are much more severely depleted.
And look, Rio, he's trying to heal up as much as possible, but Wei got to eat some of the honey fruits empowered by the code!
Oh, but Rio! His caution thrown to the wind, and it's going to punish him. It's Harry that finds the kill onto Foden in the background as well. Starry finds the trade back onto Sobro, and now it's only Wei left up, but he cannot complete any of these kills. OMG find the picks they need to stall this game out if they can get this Chemtech Drake down. But even this take feels risky with some of these death timers up for IG.
Yeah, Rookie's up in a couple of seconds. He has teleport. Not to mention the Nico is walking. There's an empowered blast.
They're going in.
They're gonna go hit it, hit it, hit it.
Oh, who can get it? Oh, there it is. Starry secures with a piercing arrow over the wall. There's no Chemtech Soul for IG, but they are gonna TP in Rookie and find these kills off the back end. Starry will go down. Rookie picks up that kill, and they'll hunt down Moham to end this really long play here. IG find the kills. Now can they turn their attention to the Purple Worm?
Holy crap, Slayer, what a banger fight in the late game here. We thought IG were gonna win this game clinically, but Rookie makes a critical mistake. He gets caught out, and OMG are able to get the dragon barely claimed by Starry.
Rio's in the area, but Haichao's pushing a mid-wave. Yep, OMG are gonna raise the white flag and give over this Baron to IG. So immediate gold influx, immediate pushing power, but
their attention to him. The moment the Silas falls, it's a lot easier for them to actually walk forward. The only big issue still remains Sobro, who on this Gwen, how are they going to be able to fare when two of them are knocking right toward their backline?
Rookie's still looking for more of these engages. He feels so comfortable. Level 18, holding on to the Unbreakable Will, still just dashing forward. While it is a 4K gold lead, it is a bit deceitful. You know, having 1.7 advantage in the support really is marginal compared to where else you could have it. It's Sobro that has to do this heavy lifting as Rio's going to look for a pick there on the way. That's the hero's entrance out of Haichao as well. IG do a good job forcing out some of these key ultimates away from OMG as they really want to save this top lane tier 2, but at the end of the day, it will fall like the rest of the tier 2 turrets. More gold over to IG. Has called the dragon out from his slumber. Get another look at how dark this pit is for OMG. Rio wants vision on this dragon. We'll finally get it and sees it's pretty healthy, so don't have to rush.
Rio goes
Rio wants
in.
to go after Wei instead. He has his Guardian Angel. Both of these jugglers hold on to their Guardian Angels as Rookie and Harry are going blow for blow, but Moham is going to get caught out on the top side. Photic finds that first kill. Both jugglers going to drop into the GA. Rio surviving long enough. He still hasn't dropped to the GA just yet. Finally will go in as Harry goes after the backline, but the knockup stack up and Photic flashes away from Harry to survive, and Rookie looks for the turn. Flash forward from Wei. Rio goes down. OMG out of the pit. Invictus Gaming put a stranglehold on game 1 with a Chemtech Soul secure.
We haven't had a lot of opportunity to talk about it in the damage dealing department, but it has been a huge factor in being able to stay healthy and allowing IG to go for some of these prolonged fights. Now even further push time to at least break open this mid and top lane. If they can do that and get a pick, then oh, hang on,
Rio! He's found Fotek into the Harry Pull execution.
Ooh.
Down goes the IG-80 carry. It's Rio again, finding angles to fights out of nowhere. And now Wei goes to
Wei's alone.
Good flash from Starry. Wei's too far forward, and he's gonna die under the turret. Starry picks up another kill. We're back to OMG, defying the odds in the late game once again.
OMG, and it will allow them to get some gold back. I don't think it puts them in a winning position. They're still almost 7,000 gold down Slayer, but it does give them an opportunity. They're just barreling down mid lane. They are not afraid. They're trying to get as much gold as they possibly can in this short time frame.
This play-in tournament has been marked by unimaginable comebacks already in so many of our series.
Here, he might try and warm up this first match, as this is only the first match, and it's already going to come down to potentially an Elder fight here, Slayer.
Rio's getting chucked out by Fotek. Both of our top laners are mid lane right now. Zway's looking for the Bone Blossom. Finds it onto
You're alone, my friend!
On the Crescent Guard, but Zway's far too forward. Can Starry find the damage? No, he's trapped, and he's got Sobro right on top of him. Goes to the GS. Haichao hits the heroic entrance. Zway does not die. Rio can't find that kill, and a huge needlework comes through for Sobro to cut OMG from their legs under. Just like that, IG blow up the fight and shut down any worries of a comeback. OMG tried what they did to EDG last series, but it won't crack against Invictus Gaming. They'll hold strong and take a 1-0 series lead.
OMG thought they might have had the angle, but Shui with the flank opens up the game, and IG start this series off with a win. As long as he is able to hold off in the laning phase, that is victory enough because of how oppressive Ashe Seraphine can be in the lane phase. Last pick for Haichao will be that Azir against the Rise. So
I would agree. I think this game is pretty darn even in that scale factor. And it does seem more and more, as we get more and more into our series packs, both these teams are seemingly content with, I don't want to say coin flipping, but kind of stacking all their chips into their team fight ability, which just walk them down. Luckily, Wei can jump right over towards Rookie, and spawning out Rio is the real win here for IG, because Wei's like, all right, I am chilling, picking up these 3 grubs. Oh my God, Rio, this is a very deep invade. The number can go for our 2 teams, because right now, in the present, Wei, okay, I thought he was going to give this dragon. He's going to go for a classic trickster jump in. Yep, invisible. Can he steal it? Yeah, bat with the staff. Wei takes away that dragon, and Rio, oh, poor Rio can do nothing but try and throw cleavers at him. Wei waiting for the trickster to come back up. Nope, he's going to have to respect Flash at least. Felt like that was a given, though. Wei gets the win to even up our Drake counts.
Don't have that Flash. It does limit Wukong's ability to cross that space and look for an engage, as now we are seeing a potential dive. Wei is wrapped around.
Knock up, Deadly Flourish into the charm, into the knock up. Oh, it's just like a beautiful layered CC cake there for first blood for IG.
Push, but that doesn't stop OMG from at least walking toward this river. Though Wei has a very nasty flank angle, and Starry still just now got that flash, actually.
Realm Warp. Oh, Dwayne finds Starry. The Rip Prism does lock him up, but the Blast Wing gets him enough space. Forces out the Crystal Arrow. But Rook's trying to chase down the Ghost as the Deadly Flourish comes out. Flash out of Moham. Does cancel it. Rio and company are running down Hui. He's got to re-engage into Haichao. Great shuffle. Gets Shui off him. Rookie flashes over. Get the Root Prism. I don't know if he has enough damage, though. It's Sobro's TP in with the Flame Spitter that does finally shut down Haichao. And there's the equalizer down to cut through the maximum dosage onto Rio. It's Sobro again, saving the fight for IG as he's trying to put together a series of his own. What do they look like when Rio is forced to play a champion that doesn't really start fights? Well, you get games like this, but one thing that never changes is Jway in absolute Narnia looking for flanks here. I mean, he's at least pulled Starry and Moham away from the Herald, but what a journey Jway is going on his own. They get the Herald, by the way, so IG get it. Does Jway get out the ultimate hunt down for the IG support? And OMG, I think they're just going to give up on it.
Look at how much space they're giving over. I mean, Haichao's about to get dove. Wei drops the Herald immediately after taking it.
Cyclone. Haichao's to flash. Emperor's Divide. Wei off
Wait,
the
what? No,
warp.
what?
Oh, wait, Rookie, why?
Well, I think it crashed.
Oh my God. Wait, how did Moham get that kill? Wait, what? I thought 15...
Where are we? Who are you? That one of the biggest advantages for Rumble, especially when he's fed, you go into that Bloodletter's Curse. We talk about how strong Rookie is going to be. He's going to be even stronger with all that Magic Pen coming through onto Harry and Rio. So I think that they just aren't tanky enough to be able to withstand a 2-item Rumble at this point, and a Rise being able to join up with all of that magic damage that he's going to do. They respectfully give that second Drake up and walk up to Wei and try and bully him out of some of his camps. I do think he played the macro game fairly well, but now I think that it really is starting to devolve into IG slowly but surely.
You're allowing for Photic.
Stormrazor
as well as his Baron.
Stormrazor as well makes him really fast when he can get those empowered autos in, so it's very difficult to actually catch out Photic, especially with the especially with the enhanced RFC range. So IG just gonna sneak away the Baron, and this will allow the fast backs.
Photic already down about half HP, but he'll play from distance here as he re-engages the Dragon way on top of it as well. But I don't think IG really want to 50-50 this. They feel strong enough to just look for a fight here. Rio's right up with the Dragon. Seems like we're going for 50-50, and Wei is going to win it this time. Ocean Soul point and deletion of Rio. The maximum doses. The doses doesn't even come through here. It sends the Rebel part of the backline. Moham gets the flash encore to 2 into the Emperor's Divide. But where's your damage, OMG? All I see is burning health bars thanks to Sobero as Wei picks up the double, and the IG Masterclass continues.
And now, Slayer, they win the Dragon fight. They get the jungler. They can go for the Baron. Oh, wait. They already have it. Baron empowered minions barreling down the mid lane. They can probably just get an inhibitor here and transition that immediately to these side lanes who still have the tier 2 turrets up.
So the more I gather Invictus Gaming's time in this Knights Road tournament, it feels like NIP succeeded by creating anything but status quo in these games, constant fighting.
Transpires that gives OMG a way back into this game. It'll certainly be Soul, and IG might not even need that. Harry is now being aggressed onto, and he's completely isolated.
That's a Black Cleaver on the Wukong, and that is a 3-item crit Jin to find that kill, but Wei does get picked off in the mid lane. Does look like a piercing arrow. Tantalized arrow might have found that one. So OMG trying to take minions as a support.
You know, certified invisible gaming moment. He suffered a little bit from it, but I think he will recover. Yep, you just get him to the hospital ward. Maybe give him some ibuprofen and spray him with some Febreze.
More like IG profen.
Yep, oh, yep, you got it.
Had to get that one out here as the inhibitor will fall to Photic. Picks that one up.
I would say clinical victory, at least series-wise, that we've seen from them so far. Obviously, winning this game, you still only have one more win to go for, and a reverse sweep is possible. It has happened before, but I feel like now they're just looking for the 2-0. Realm Warp in.
Ooh, I think our observers got juked out by that Realm Warp. They thought they were going to go towards the top side, but they're actually going after Starry. Oh, good Seraphine shield, so gets the heal. Jway goes in for the triple charge.
Why is he
equalizer.
So tanky?
Starry will not burn. It's Photic that finally ends up finding that kill somehow, and now Moham is up creek with no paddle. That's a flash behind Rio. Does at least use the top tier 3 turret to force IG off of the rest of that play, but that pick onto Starry is somewhat
Dragon is also up. It's been started here by Rookie. Like, he is just soloing this while IG are corralling them around.
Oh, Harry totally thought they'd be on the Baron over that wall, and he wards, and he's like, why is nobody on IG hitting it? And then the Hawk shot's like, oh, it's because Rookie is 1v1ing the Dragon on the bot side. Arrow's going to go wide. They are chasing Sobero down, has to use the equalizer. Should be dead here. The all-out comes across. Haichao's going to shuffle on in here. Sobero goes down. Wei's going to secure the Ocean Soul, but now OMG have a very unique opportunity to start this Baron. And with how far behind they are, why not?
Yeah, I feel like you have to kind of flip it right now. You're one member up. Sure, it's Ocean Soul for IG, but you just got to go for it. All right, here's the Hail Mary. Nobody's going to take the Realm Warp. Faked out, juked out. All right, who's going to get the Baron? Is it even going to be a 50-50 if IG just engage here?
Curtain calls up for Photic. Wei needs to find a way into this pit, but he's getting brunted. Wei gets the double charm on the background. Rookie deletes Starry, gets access to Moham as well. The Baron's going to go down, but who cares who secures it? Because it's an IG fight win that just seals the Game 2 fate of OMG. There's the ace through, and Invictus Gaming look to be back to their group ascend ways.
And who cares, right? For that Baron, Rookie now has the actualizer spike. That rise to so much damage. IG closed their jaws around OMG and will take this series 2-0 and take us to series point.
Definitely the most complete game we've seen from IG, not just in the Knights Road tournament, but overall across this entire split one.
Yeah, all of 2026, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's it's not, it's up there for sure. Like this, okay, I'm gonna be honest, this Rammus doesn't accomplish
anything.
Anything.
Colorcaster for the second series tonight. He pointed out that this is also the second ever pro play Rammus support. The first one was Barrel's retirement game, so you can see how much stakes were really high for that one. This is for an elimination series. He flashes to get the taunt, though, onto Wei, but they kind of shrug it off, and instead they're going to kill off Rio for first blood. Oh man! All right, let's focus back in here because Wei's taking the dragon. Does Mohan have smite? No, he doesn't even have smite. You can't even.
What is he
it.
doing?
He's literally just chilling in the middle of all three of them. The dragon is secured by Wei. Starry does come over. Haichao here. He's going to flip on in after Photic, but a good interrupt on Haichao even in the shroud. Make sure he can't find that kill. And Rookie's eviscerated one of the back end. Photic going to flash away from Haichao. Flashes galore everywhere as Rookie goes after Starry. Should find himself that second kill as Rio gets caught in the middle of his resonating strike. Flag and Drag doesn't find the knockup, but they're slowing Rio down. And Rookie's got more cooldowns coming as he looks to pick up more kills. Triple kill over to Rookie as it's only Haichao left standing. Rookie's out of mana to find any more of these kills, but now he has truly been unleashed and he's trying to get it done with auto attacks. Moham in the area, looking to have some more high impact.
You have no
mana! He races right out the Aurora known as Rookie. Taunt gonna land, Haichao gonna flash, he finds the 5-prong strikes, and Rookie goes down, and it's all thanks to Moham.
And you can see Rookie is laughing at the player cam.
I mean, he's the same level as Dwayne, to be honest.
True.
So, I think they're diving Starry, by the way. All right, there's on the hunt. Oh, bullet time to cut down the wave. Dwayne, you're going to have to go now. Dwayne's taking up the turret. He goes back out. Cataclysm lockdown. Easy flash there from Wei, who is locked in as well this series. 2-0-3 on this Jarvan. Old gapping Rio on this Lee Sin that, well, it does not get easier to play out in this game, especially with the team in front of him from that draft. It is Wei, though, on to the Grubs. Going to be the first time in this series that one jungler secures the first 2 objectives, as he's also picked up that first dragon. And IG are just so much more in the driver's seat and perfectly suited to play the comp exactly how they want to. Their solo lanes strong for the early team fights, and Photic with 4 assists and a Cole stacking up on the wave with a farm for it. He is charging back forward. Rookie does have first row for mid lane, so it's going to be hard for them to kind of force through with Rookie there. He's definitely the strongest person on the map next to Wei. Moham is running right at Wei. He says, you will be taunted. Bullet time canceled by Dwayne, and there's a beautiful Between Worlds Rookie on the back end. Starry is completely eviscerated, and now Rio will get chased down. Can't even find the trade onto Wei, even though the Ignite comes across. Haichao with perfect execution will find one back, but Rookie's unleashed, nobody's touching him. Photic gets the free hit, and despite the fact that Dwayne goes down, the carries clean up the fight and will take down the dragon to the name of a Photic triple kill.
Yeah, practically an ace here for OMG. Harry wasn't involved in that fight, but he's the only one still without a gray screen.
He gets the knockup into the taunt, and Photic's like, I've got cleanse, bro. I'm just going to walk out of this one. So, bro, once again, losing a pretty big trade despite dominance coming up here for Harry. He's just going to auto-home the crack.
Whoa.
Croc, flash?
No shot,
flash?
bro.
No, oh, my God. Nothing
oh, my God.
for OG.
Harry, oh, my God. Oh, my
Harry,
God.
Please, no, Harry. He's going to stun you. Oh, my God. What is this? Guys, this is a play-in series. 2 million HP Scion trying to hit a Nexus from last year. I don't know if anybody remembers that clip. Oh, no. Leave Moham alone.
No.
Oh, flag and drag knockup, crash down, knockup.
Get out of there.
Taunt flash. All right, Moham survives. Can't say the same about Sweet Starry. Yep. That bullet time is tickling onto the tank front line of IG as they cut him down under his own turret.
Yeah, and Moham is back under tower now as yeah, they're like, yo, wait, get over here, bro. Be a part of it. He doesn't even get the assist. Or wait, he does. Okay, Rio.
Rio, I mean, how do you even go in? It's like, guys, I needed you to survive under that turret before I got here. All right, there's first turret. And, well, I guess we asked for a much faster early game compared to our first 2 games, and OMG obliged by dying a lot. Rio's getting engaged, but Dwayne does a good job canceling him. He hit resonating strike. Good kick, though, on it, too. Dwayne's going to go down. Haichao's going to perfect execute on the way as well. Finds a second kill. Rookie needs to get over here quickly. Photic's going to flash over one Sonic Wave. Haichao trying to chase down to get into melee range, but Rookie's going to spoil his little prize. Find that kill. Rio, the whole West Warthog Sonic Wave finds another shutdown. Okay, and on the top side, Moham, Mr. Worldwide, he's going after the Croc again. Oh my God, does Sobro live another one of these?
Nah.
No, this time Harry's got enough damage. There we go. OMG fighting back.
Imagine they actually do end up winning this game.
If they win this game, I have lost faith in Logic in this League of Legends game. Sorry, tried to trade with Rookie because he knew he was dead to Photic. Photic picks up the kill on the hunt, and Rookie does not go down, so Wei's going to go on to the Herald, and IG are going to brush off a couple of shutdowns they gave away by picking up more kills, and Wei keeping his perfect streak on neutral objectives. He is now 4 for 4 as we'll go back through. Rift Herald will get it down alone. No, so for now, OMG are going to be able to protect that mid-tier 1 turret as they are looking to scrap here. Haichao and Rio are looking to work their way into the mid lane, and well, Shelly doesn't get it done, but the Void Mites do. That's a mid-tier 1 turret down and more space for IG to work. So all of a sudden, OMG have wrestled control of this dragon. IG, how strong are you feeling? Because this dragon is going down quickly. Wei's going to spot out the low HP bar. Sonic Wave is going to land from Rio. Wei's not going to go in because Haichao and Moham are going to chase him off the dragon, so no soul point there. Nice little TP for OMG to get themselves in. Now Wei's going to get engaged on as he goes after Moham. Going to flash, crash down back across the wall. Ooh, that was style points. And then the Cataclysm from Wei shuts down Star in the middle of his bullet time. They do get rid of Photic on the backside of this fight. And Rio alongside Moham cut down Wei. Rookie and Sobro can't find a way in. And that's a winning fight for OMG. He's going to take the plate and walk on out here. Everybody is still conjugating around this top side. Haichao did land the Shurikens, who's going after it. Soaring Slam. They got Rookie taunted and knocked up. Rookie's going to go down. Moham makes the play once again to get a kill for OMG. He is making pretty immediate impact and potentially looking for more here. I don't think Rookie is expecting 3 people to be hanging around topside. The turret goes down. Rio's going to go in for the kick into the Sonic Wave, into the Frenzying Taunt. Rookie's locked up and down again.
Around this area, and they're going to start up the dragon. I'm really paying attention to Harry. I'm looking at that Gnar bar. Mega Gnar could easily set up Starry for a big bullet time, something that has been sorely lacking in this series, in this game so far, actually.
All right, Moham doesn't get the taunt he wants with that frenzy taunt.
Rio!
Moham flash kick is beautiful!
No way!
Sends Photic right into Haichao's waiting arms. There's a perfect execution for Photic. He gets himself up and he cleanses away the ignite. The bullet time does nothing. Rookie drops him between worlds. There's a big Gnar ultimate, but Wei still gets towards Haichao and cuts him down. What a play from Photic to survive. Staves off a highlight reel moment from Rio's Lee Sin, and now Wei has cornered Starry, and he's smacking him down with his gravity staff. They don't even get the bullet time out. IG able to stave off another OMG collapse.
I gotta give an A for effort over to Rio. He looked for a play. He looked for the engage. He served up Photic on a silver platter to Haichao, but the meal for the Akali gets away. He lives. Really take control of this top side. Baron has now spawned on the roof. It's been up for quite a while, but I think now IG have a legitimate shot at being able to say, hey, we get a pick and we can immediately go for that objective.
Down there and doesn't ruin a Baron play, but doesn't ruin Wei going for a mega flank on a Starry who has no flash, who's trapped in the Cataclysm. Dre with the Magnet Storm cut down, and Photic is ripping at this point on the Sivir, has more than 3 items in his back pocket, and Rookie's burst is enough to find those 2 picks, and now IG have themselves the freest dance with the Purple Worm. All right, Sobro is going to pop Dominus now. Just to maybe try and shut down Harry or Haichao running on in here. Moham, of course, is going to run in with no fear in his heart because he's playing Rammus. Wei still wants to take attention towards the Baron as Between Worlds comes out from Rookie. Haichao creates some distance away from Sobro, who is very low. Harry goes Mega, gets a big Gnar ultimate, but there isn't any damage, it feels like, except Haichao. They at least get the Baron reset, but it costs the lives of both Harry and Moham. Thanks to Photic's double kill, and IG will secure the Baron after it all.
Yeah, better exemplified than the mid-gold lead Haichao had. I believe like a 1.5k gold lead over Rookie at some point, and now it's down to a measly 200. So the win conditions for OMG.
Bot lane turret. Take that one down with ease as Sobro brings up the mid-wave, the classic 4-1 split. How do OMG look to break it? Well, it's got to be Mr. Moham looking for a way in. Or Rio is once again going for a nice ward hop with a spell shield from Photic. This time says, no, sir, I am not getting insect again. And Rio goes down.
Yep, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And unfortunately, Photic is not going to have any shame. He prepares himself for the look by Rio. Spell shield, like you said, Slayer. And now with the numbers advantage and Baron, IG have taken the inhib, and with the wave, they want to end it here. They want to reaffirm their place in Group Ascent.
2 Nexus turrets stand in the way of IG, getting back to Split 1 playoffs. First one down, engage onto Harry, back off. There's a Soaring Slam into the Frenzy taunt from Mr. Moham, but Rookie is not the right target. He dips right on out of it, and Moham does watch his top laner go down alongside Haichao. Cannot clean things up. one of the wackiest games you will see in the LPL, but the prevailing thought here is IG get back to winning ways, showing they are not meant for Group Nirvana. They are a clear step above and will secure Group Ascent for Split 2 with a 3-0 win.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.